of cultural property.
Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture. Give the mic to Honorable Wanyama.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to move that this House adopts the report of the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture on its consideration of the 1970 UNESCO Convention on the means of prohibiting and preventing the illicit import, export, and transfer of ownership of cultural property laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 12 October 2023, and pursuant to the provisions of Section 8(4) of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act 2012, approves the ratification of the 1970 UNESCO Convention in the means of prohibiting and preventing the illicit import, export, and transfer of ownership of cultural property. By the way of introduction, Honorable Speaker, the 1970 UNESCO Convention on the means of prohibiting and preventing the illicit import, export, and transfer of ownership of cultural property arises from the need to safeguard the state parties from the continued loss and illegal transfer of their cultural artifacts. The Convention, therefore, emphasizes the prevention and international cooperation in cultural property ownership, promoting awareness, and protecting cross-border traffic. Honorable Speaker, the Convention establishes a framework of international cooperation and mutual assistance and obligates state parties to identify, protect, and restitute cultural property stolen or exported illegally. This convention further creates awareness on the need to protect cultural objects against cross-border trafficking. Indeed, the repatriation of illegally acquired cultural property will address historical injustices and restore the dignity of the country after having suffered under colonial rule. At present, 144 states have acceded to and are a party to the convention. Therefore, Kenya would be 145th state. Honorable Speaker, the connection recommends the enforcement of the protection of cultural property in three main pillars, namely preventive measures by providing that states signatory to the convention shall enforce the security and safety of cultural property, such as taking inventory, exportation, certifications, monitoring of trade, and the imposition of penal sanctions. 2, restitution provisions, whereby the state parties are obligated to assist each other in the retrieval of stolen cultural property. And lastly, international cooperation, by which the convention seeks to strengthen international ties between signatories and provide assistance and cooperation with one another. Honorable Speaker, the Departmental Committee on Sports and Culture facilitated the considerations of ratification of the convention by Parliament. In its consideration, the committee conducted public participation, where it received submissions from various stakeholders, all of who were in support of Kenya's accessions to the convention. Honorable Speaker, the committee extensively engaged various key stakeholders in the considerations of the convention. The committee received submissions from the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Heritage, the Ministry of Defense, and the Ministry of Interior and National Administration. The committee also received submissions from the Registrar of Treaties as well as Council of Governors. The committee also held public hearings in the considerations of the convention and received submissions from the Law Society of Kenya and the Creative Economy Working Group. Honorable Speaker,